G'day guys, we're back on the Corona. We're going to pick up where we left off. So I started fixing this area here. So I had to cut this bit here out because I had to get under it a bit, and this is the bit that went there. I tried blasting it up because I was going to fix it. At the end of the day it turned out like Swiss cheese, so I made a new one. So yeah, that one's going there now. Gotta weld that in before I can weld this back over the top. And that's also going to have a blast before I do that. But before I do any of that, I've got to take it outside because I want to sandblast this area here. So I'm going to take this door off. I don't take all the doors off because at the end of the week it's booked in to go sandblast, to go get sandblasted at the local grit blasting place. So they're going to blast the underside of the floor, inside the floor, engine bay, all of this area. Yeah, all of that. So yeah, that's booked in for Friday. So I'm going to drop it there Thursday late so it can get done Friday morning. Yeah, that's great progress, great progress. So anyway, I've got to get into it. So I'm going to push it outside. Actually, I'll take this door off and then I'll push it outside. So I've decided with this bit here, I'm going to coat it with this rust. Oh, jeez. Anyway, I'm going to coat it with this rust blasting gel. Jeez, I hope that's not the how the rest of the day is going to go. Yeah, so I'm going to coat it with the rust blasting gel because I'm not going to be welding it back in for a couple of hours yet. I don't know, for a little while yet, because I've got to sort this bit here out first. So coat it with the rust blasting gel to see how much it takes off, just to make it a little bit easier on the sandblasting when I have to do that. So we'll leave that sit for a while and see what happens. So anyway, we're out here. This is a beautiful day. So yeah, anyway. Blasting gun. I better turn the air compressor on because it probably won't work without air. Okay. Okay, she's empty. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Not so rusty. I'm going to fix that hole there though. Okay, I got that all fixed up. And we've got some copper spray sprayed on, so this is ready to weld in place. Just like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah. We're going to lunch. I'll be back and I'll do that after lunch. Well, there we go. That's all welded in. Ready to go. So just got to coat it with the old U-pole weld through copper spray. Try and keep the rust down as much as possible. And then this has been sitting for a little while now, so I'm going to clean off this rust blaster gel and then stick it in the sandblasting cabinet. and clean it up so we can weld that. That's the last piece of the puzzle, and that's the last of the major rust, I think, as far as I know, unless we find any after blasting. But if we do, I don't think it's going to be dramatically bad or anything. Be like half-hour fix type rust jobs. Anyway, yeah, I'll clean that up and I'll show you in a minute. Well, considering the whole thing was brown with rust, it's not too bad. If I had a thought to have coated it last night, it would have taken a lot more off. I reckon if you left it longer, it probably would have taken the whole lot off. But I'll stick it in the blaster and get the remaining off in there. I've just got to let it dry off a little bit first. Still a bit damp. Just a little bit better. Right, usual drill. Copper spray, then weld it in. Alright, hopefully that's the last of the rust. All done. What? Stop! That was weird. Anyway. What's next? I gotta get it ready for the blaster, even though it's like days away. Got to pull out the steering box and steering column, take off the master cylinder there for the brakes, and take the doors off. And that's pretty much all I've got to do. And after I've done that, I'm going to actually start prepping the doors up for epoxy primer, because we're up to that stage, up to the actual bodywork, body filler and priming and all that fun stuff that I love so dearly. Anyway, I'll pull this out. So we got the steering box, the brake master and the handbrake all out now, so it's all out of the way for ready to be blasted. So all in the engine bay, all down the side here, door jambs, wherever there's bare metal, surface rust needs to be blasted, that and the underside as well. So yeah, that's 7 hours done for the day. So tomorrow's Tuesday, we'll get back out here again, and there's not much else I can do to the body until after it's been blasted. I'm just going to give it a metal prep, the whole car, get all the surface rust, the minor surface rust off it, like what's on the roof, and have it ready to go. But yeah, I think that's it for the day. As I said, we'll be back out here again tomorrow and go hard at it. Okay, it's Tuesday, but it's 5 PM. Day's over. I didn't film anything because it was boring stuff. So pretty much what I've done is I've taken all the paint off the inside of all the doors. There's only this door here that needs a little bit more work, and that's all the doors ready for high fill primer. As you can see, they're all nice and bare inside and out. So yeah, that's all ready to go for high fill primer, and it's only the bonnet and the wiper cowl and the front valance that need the paint taken off, and that's the whole car. Well, after it's been to sandblasting on Friday, that'll be the whole car ready to put into high fill primer. So next week I say that I will be doing that. Yeah, so it'll be a prime fest. So the car will be green soon. Okay guys, power's been out for about 3 hours. It's lunchtime now, Wednesday lunchtime. It's lucky I've got 240 volt in my Patrol here, so I can still have my lunchtime coffee. So yeah, gotta do that. $1,500 watt pure sine wave inverter, 120 amp hour lithium battery. Runs this thing like a champ. This is a 1,000 watt coffee machine. Just a cheapie. The day I bought this, my expensive coffee machine blew up. Well, it didn't blow up, it just started leaking profusely out of one of the seals, so I've got to try and fix that. Anyway, coffee. I'll have my coffee and I'll come back to you. So I thought I'd show you what I'm doing today. Obviously this isn't the Corona, but it's very close to being out the door. So it came in for an engine bay respray. So that's been done. And I found some really bad rust in the floor, so I had to fix that. So I nearly replaced the whole floor pan. And a few other little things that popped up along the way, but yeah, it's a 1964 or 3, I'm not sure, XM Falcon coupe. You Americans, you have them over there as well, the Falcon Sprint, I believe you call them over there. We never got them with a V8 though, like you did. This one would have had probably a 170 cubic inch 6-cylinder, but it is getting a V8. It's getting a little Windsor. So yeah, I'm just buttoning up a few things on it. I'm just putting the windows back in it because I had to repaint the interior. Yeah, so all the windows and all that came out. Well, I did that because it's getting all new belt molds in here. That's what I'm in the process of doing at the moment. So I've got the glass in both sides now. Belt molds are in. Just got to do this back corner here, and that's all that done. So yeah, it's got new tail lights. Had to take all the bumper bar off because it had rust in the lower section down here I had to fix. So yeah, that's the XM nearly done and out. It was just a quick touch-up one. This wasn't a restoration, it was just a touch-up. So yeah, I'm going to get back into it now, and I'll probably be back on it again tomorrow. But I'll be back on the Corona on Friday. Yeah. So yeah, 8 hours on the XM today. Yeah, it's Friday. I didn't film yesterday, but I did do 8 hours on the... Actually, I did 6 hours on the XM coupe and 2 hours on the Corona. But it's back from the blaster, so they've done all the underside. We'll have a better look once I get on the rotisserie. Engine bay. There's a few little blowouts, well, a couple of little ones and a bigger one. One there. Let's have a look in the boot, in the back. Got one here. And one, this is the bigger one, but big, small, doesn't matter. It's not going to be that hard to fix. In the floor, and one up the front here. So yeah, a little bit more rust, but it's not too bad. Kind of half expected it. But yeah, weather's looking a bit average, so I better get it off before it starts raining and stick it in the shed over here. It's going to be up here for the, well, most of the rest of its time here, while I prep it up for paint. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get it off the trailer in the shed before it gets wet. Okay guys, it's on the rotisserie, and looks a lot cleaner underneath than what it did. And this has been blasted inside the rear beaver as well, so I can weld that on as well. So yeah, but first port of call is fix this rust here. Main reason is I want to get that done straight away, so then I can put all the coatings on the underside of the car, and once that's done I'm going to put it straight back on the trolley again, because I can't roll it out of the shed on the rotisserie because it won't roll in that dirt. So yeah, straight into it. I'm probably going to be working through the weekend this weekend to get this done. So yeah, next week, yeah, we'll be putting the coating on the body, underbody. Very good, very good. Alright, hang on. Okay, I'm just about due for another GoPro. I think my lens is getting a bit scratched. Anyway, oh, got a disco. Excuse that. It's the LED lights. I don't like it. Yeah, got that bit welded in. So that's the biggest of the rust that we found. So that's done. So next will be this bit here. Nowhere near as big, so that won't take very long at all. Once that's done, then the underside of the car will be ready to epoxy prime and then body deadener. Obviously I've got to grind down the welds and tidy it up first. But it's Friday, it's knock-off time, 7 hours today, because I usually do 7 hours on a Friday because I've got to go do my food shopping, and it's Friday. So I'm probably going to come out Saturday, probably come out tomorrow and do some more. If not, if I don't make it out here tomorrow, it'll definitely be Sunday. But I've definitely got to do some more over the weekend to get the ball rolling, because as I said, I am getting serious and need to pull my finger out and get shit done, because yeah, that's the only way you get ahead in this world. Anyway, enough rambling. Knock off time. I've got to pack up some shit, put my bike away, and do my duties. Yes, I'm working on a Saturday and it's such a beautiful day, and this is just sitting there staring at me. It's a perfect day for a ride, and I got my camping rig over there. It's just a tease. Whose idea was it to work on a Saturday? And to top it off, you got all the motorbikes just riding past, and I swear I can hear them laughing at me as they ride past. It's not good at all, but anyway, it's got to be done. Got to get ahead. I've just ground down the welds on the outside, inside on this one here. I'm gonna move to the back and fix this rust here, which won't take long. It's a very basic shape. It's just a rectangle. I'll weld that in quickly, and then I'll probably tip it upside down and most likely grind the underside welds, and then I'll do the other two patches, which won't take long either. I'll probably, on this front one, I'm just gonna unpick this whole panel here and make a new one, because it looks like it's stuffed, to say the least. So yeah, that's my day. It is after lunchtime. I'll probably get 4 hours done today, and we'll see tomorrow. Depends on how far I get today on whether I work tomorrow. It's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow too. My motorcycle's just staring at me. Maybe I can go for a quick ride tomorrow and do just a couple of hours work. We'll see. We're almost there. Outside's ground down, back corner's fixed. I did find some more rust up here in the what do you call it, rear box section. I've already fixed this side because it was on both sides. So yeah, didn't take too long. I'm just going to roll the car over, and so I can get at that side now. And once that's done, all I've got left is the opposite side. Has a hole right here I've got to patch up, and this part in the front lower radiator support just here, and that won't take long at all. So yeah, I wasn't too far off when I said a day and a half there, Rick. So probably going to be less than that on the rust, because I've actually only been at it for less than a day. Yeah, maybe a day and a half. Done and done. So that's the underside all welded. So now it's time for the bit on the front. That bit there. Where is it there? Moving along quite well. So I've marked all where the spot welds are with black dots. So I'm going to drill them out and pull it off. Once it's off, we'll have a look what's underneath. I'm guessing I'm going to have to do a patch underneath as well, just a guess. There's a little bit under there. Hang on a minute. When I was working at the panel shop, crash repair, the apprentice used to pay me out for making my own tools. He didn't know very much. So I made this little hammer from a bolt on a screwdriver, and I left the washers on just to annoy him. I mainly use it for doing this. Okay, yes, my suspicions were correct. So I'm going to have to do a bit of a plate under there as well. What's the time? I've still got an hour to go. I best get into it. So it's knock-off time. It's 5 PM. So I've got 4 hours done today, but yeah, this last bit here, as you can see, I've got it ready to weld in. Well, almost. I've got to fix that little bit of rust there first. and then make a new one of these, weld that in, and then the last tiny bit of rust is right there. That'll take 20 minutes to fix. Probably got another 2 hours in this, maybe, give or take. So that's the very last of the rust. And then we can start priming. So yeah, by lunchtime Monday, we'll be able to start priming. Sounds like a good plan. Just look at that. That may need a little tiny bit of attention. We'll check that out on Monday. So yeah, I was having a bit of a whinge before about working on a Saturday, but I actually feel really good about it. I feel accomplished. Yeah. So it may happen again yet. So, But tomorrow I'm going to have a reward, and if the weather isn't as nice as it is today, it's supposed to be nicer, me and the bike are going for a ride. Yeah. It's Father's Day too, so I've got to spend the morning with my dad. And then, then I might go for a ride. And if I get back and still feel like it, I'm going to do some more work on the 240Z. And there is some parts coming for the 240Z very soon, in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, we'll have a look at them when they get here. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and if you want to like and subscribe and all that sort of shit, that'd be great. And see you next time.